Hello there, this is Rosie, founder of RozyGlow and Enjoy Yoga, and Rosie and Kate, co-founder, and welcome to a yoga practice designed to support you to bring inner harmony and inner balance, so that as you find it in your inner world, you can start to see it reflected in your outer world. It is a wonderful practice for the equinox, so either the spring or the autumn equinox, just to help you to come back into balance, and anything that's out of balance comes back into integration. So really useful anytime you need to step out of a confused state and to be able also to see a bird's eye view. So I'll be using some mudras to support you with this. Now, if you're new to yoga, please take the easier option, and please only listen to the first 3 instructions in any posture, because you really need the foundation of a practice to be able to build it safely. And if you are pregnant, then please also follow the directions for the easier poses. So it's really important to prevent pelvic pain from developing. As a result of that, I prefer pregnant folk not to do long lunges like so. But you can bring your knee to the floor, and that would be fine if there isn't already any pelvic pain. Another contraindication will be about coming onto your belly. So just showing you how to get up and down off the floor. This is for everyone, and a good little warm-up for our practice. If you breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bend your knees, stick your bum out, hands to the floor, knees to the floor, and then stretching back, allowing the knees to be wide. And then to come back up again, you can come to tabletop, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back, lift your knees, stick your bum out and walk your hands back. Breathing in all the way up and back to Namaste. So if you are pregnant, then I would advise you not to. So you come up, reach to the floor, and then when we might be doing cobras, you would stretch back into child pose, and you're welcome to do anything on all fours. So those are just some little reflections to be aware of, so you can enjoy your practice. Now I have the light coming in and out. It's perfect for this equinox time of balance of light and shadow, and that's what we're going to be working with. So I'm going to start you off standing before we come to the floor, and this is just to warm our hips up a little bit and get grounded in our legs before we do a little bit of breath work, warm up all of our joints, and then we'll work through a Sun Salutation, a variation of a Moon Salutation, a simple version of a Star Salutation. We'll look at a couple of balancing postures, and then we'll come down to the floor to ground, relax, do some breath work. All right, so hopefully not too long practice, but perfect anytime you need to restore some balance. So starting with the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Another contraindication for any kind of pelvic pain is never to take your legs wider than the hip to the knee. If you haven't got pelvic pain, you can take your feet wider, and that would be the distance that is from your hip to your ankle across. That's as far as you want to go. So I leave it to you how much you want to open. Bend your knees for a moment. Bring your hands to your heart. And then just grounding down through your feet, close your eyes. And I love to start with an invocation that will allow you to come into your full power. So if you just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, big sigh. Again, deep breath in. Breathing out, stick your tongue out. One more time. Just letting go of whatever is there, having a little wiggle of your bum. And then when you're ready, breathing in and stating after me, I am all that is. I am all that is. I am all that is. I am unity consciousness. I am source consciousness. I am the source of my creations. I am the creator of my reality. I am grace. I am ease. I am that. I am. Take another deep breath in as you breathe out. Send that down through your body, through your feet, connecting to Mother Earth. And as you breathe out and send your energy down to her, know that as you breathe in, she's expanding her energy up to you. So breathe in to receive it. And as you breathe out, send it through the crown of your head. We'll take the arms up as well. So look up. And this in-breath, pull the energy of the light of the universe down through your body. So inhale, And exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to the earth. And then breathing in all the way up. And breathing out, hands to the heart. Now you can bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees. So it's really helpful to imagine a huge sphere of love, a sphere of compassion surrounding you. And that's what we're going to energize. So yoga illuminates. So just starting to ground our roots down into the earth by making a few circles with your hips, going one direction, notice the way you go, and bring your breath into it. So as you inhale, you go round, exhale, go round again. Notice how your body wants to synchronize with your breath. And then go the other way. So you're just feeling for the tension in the hips and the pelvis. When we are at a time of seeking greater balance, greater harmony in the world and in ourselves, it's really important to come out of the headspace and into the body. So anything involving leg work, the hips, will help to bring you back into your core, back into your body, and bring your energy into you rather than being outside of you. So we want our spirit and soul to reside within our physical being as much as possible, and energy field. So if you go in both directions, go around the first way again, and just feel the difference, so going both ways. And then push your bum back and scoop forward. So you're just stretching all the muscles that are really tight if you start a yoga practice just sitting down. So you're pushing back and inhaling forward. If you want to see this from the side, you push back and then scoop forward. So the back action is more important than anything else. Pushing back and then forward. Excellent. Okay. So now bringing the arms up and just giving the whole body a stretch. So as you stretch the arms up, you want to be grounding down from your hips into the earth. So inhale, lengthen up through your middle fingers. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades onto your back and press down through your heels. Inhale, push through the feet, lengthen up through your whole body, keeping your shoulder blades on the back. And exhale, breathe down through your heels. Suck the muscles to the bones of your legs. Get really present in your legs. This in-breath, stretch through your fingers. And look up, and then exhale, ground through your heels, through your tailbone into the earth. Excellent. And now just starting to wake the body up, so mirroring as above, so below. So you stretch one arm up and you bend that knee. You're creating space in your torso. Once you've got the action, you bring the breath in. So you inhale, exhale into the stretch, inhale, and then exhale into the stretch. And feel which side of your body is feeling the need for a bit more of a stretch. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then just shake it all out, because we want energy to move so that whatever's stuck isn't stuck anymore, and whatever's moving around too much gets a chance to settle into the areas that maybe there was stuckness. So there is balance always in every experience, and that's what we want to tap into, is our alignment, so that we can find balance in all that we do. So we're going to move to the floor. And to do that, again, I'm just showing you how to come to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, stick your bum out, walk your hands forward. If you like down dog and you know it, you've got an opportunity to play with your first one. So bend your knees, stick your bum right out, heels high, and then pedal one heel at a time to the floor. If this is not appropriate for you, just bring your knees down to the floor straight away and rest in child pose, as I showed you at the start. So you push one heel at a time to the floor, then both heels to the floor, and at this point please lift up the head of your arm bones and lift up the chest so that the armpits are hollow. Extend through the crown of your head, relax your head. Feel again your connection to the earth through your feet and through your hands. Pull that grounding energy into your body, and then exhale, soften your heart. And next inhale, bring the knees to the floor. And stretch back as you exhale to child's pose. Take a breath or two here, giving permission for your mind to relax and to come fully into this moment. This is your moment of power. This is how, by loving your shadow, you can embrace and shine your light. So we embrace what is here, we accept what is here. And slowly come on up. So for beginners, you probably need 2 blocks, same for pregnant ladies. You want to, in any event, make sure that your hips are higher than your knees. Personally, I find being on 2 blocks too high, so I'm going to be on 1. And again, following what we call the golden triangle rule in birthlight. So if you've got any pelvic pain, don't take your knees wider than the hip to the knee. So that might mean that you cross or you bring one leg in front. I'll go back a little further. So you can bring one leg in front if that's more comfortable to you. You can have both legs in front, cross your legs, or you can sit as I was sitting in easy pose, one heel in front of the other. So we're going to work with Matangi Mudra just to deepen our breath before we do anything else. So with this one, you bring your hands together. This is the mudra of inner harmony and inner balance. So you keep the middle fingers facing up and then you wrap the other fingers around, okay, including the thumbs, like so. So you wrap the fingers, accept the middle, and then you bring your hands to your solar plexus. So we're energizing our self-belief, our inner wisdom, our inner child. We're giving ourselves a chance to feel heard. And this is a way of being able to bring balance inside, is to listen to which aspects are talking. So again, soften your eyes or close your eyes, relax your jaw. Definitely relax your abdomen so that now as you breathe in, you feel your abdomen pushing into your wrists, into your hands, and the hands push away. Exhale, let the belly relax back. Again, inhale. And exhale. So I invite you at this stage to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you feel the need to sigh, give it a go. Let's see how it feels. And you can also introduce a hum which will deepen your in-breath, so breathe in. And then just breathe. Use a soft ujjayi breath if you know it, keeping the mouth soft, the pelvic floor relaxed, though you can gently pull up your pelvic floor as you breathe out, if that feels good to you, the way of anchoring your thoughts and helping you to come into your body. Just remember that every in-breath expands front, back, sides, top and bottom. And every out-breath you want to keep the space you made inside of you with the in-breath as you empty your lungs as fully as you can. One more breath like this. Excellent. So at a time that we're seeking balance, if we find that we are overactive in our nervous system, we want to lengthen the out-breath. If we feel that we're a little sluggish, we want to deepen the in-breath. And obviously to maintain that equilibrium, we want an equal in-breath and out-breath. If you are well practiced in yoga breathing, then you can also pay attention to the pause between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the out-breath and the in-breath. Knowing that that is the magic place that you can place I am statements such as I am safe, I am well, I am balanced, I am harmonious. And those statements go deep because they're going into the space, the ether, between the material and the immaterial. Okay, so we're going to release the hands now. and work with a few little warm-ups of the joints, and I always recommend this. There's no point in going for strong movements and asana practice if you haven't warmed your joints up. So the action is simply to move the shoulders. Once you've got that, you deepen your in-breath and you lengthen your out-breath. So you synchronize the breath and the movement. Inhale, exhale. That's my pattern. Inhale and exhale. And so you notice what pattern, what rhythm your breath and your movements make together. And as you feel the shoulders relax, you can just draw them up as you breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then keeping the shoulders back, chest lifted, lower ribs drawn in. Now working with the head and neck and gently circling the nose. So see if you can imagine you're drawing a big sun or a big full moon with your nose in front of you. So you inhale up, exhale down, softening your eyes, closing your eyes, and then go the other way. So you inhale up, exhale down. Even if you do loads of yoga, missing out these key warm-up postures is really not worth it, because you just lock in deeper tension, deeper into your body. So releasing fully, nice. Inhale. And then again, just have a little release. Okay, so two options here. If you would like to just go for a simpler version of the arms and the legs, then you're going to bring your legs out in front and your wrists out in front. And you're going to start to circle your wrists and ankles in the same direction, and then go in the other way. We'll do this all together. There is a more challenging option if you want. So if you're not pregnant or a beginner, then you can take your feet, lift them up, bring your arms out, and do the same thing. So either legs on the floor or lifting up and engaging your core as I am. So you inhale, go one direction, exhale, go the other direction. And I like to stretch between the fingers and the toes. Inhale, and then exhale, go the other way. And you can count how many circles you make with each in-breath and each out-breath. One more time. And exhale. Excellent. Now lifting the fingers and the toes. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Okay, and then we'll release our legs. So sitting on the block in such a way that you're sitting on the front of the block. So you can use a big book or you can use a couple of pillows if you need to. But taking your feet as wide as is comfortable, observing that golden triangle rule. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down through the centre to the heart. Inhale here. And then exhale, just push forward. Stretch wide, clasp behind. Inhale, look up. And exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, look up. Exhale, drop the chin. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then release the hands. Gather again the energy from source. Bring it down through your heart. And exhale, push your hands forward. Breathe into the back of your heart and release from the back of your heart any self-judgment, any self-criticism, any blame, guilt, shame that you might be holding inside of you towards yourself or anyone else. So deep breath in and a big release. Excellent. Stretch up and again keep those shoulder blades on the back. Release the hands down. And now we go across the body. So we're bringing balance by crossing the midline. Exhale and inhale. And this is safe for everyone. Exhale. Inhale. Please just remember, if you've got any pelvic pain, to bring your legs closer together so that there's no pain. And obviously if you're pregnant, keep your chest lifted so that you're not squishing your bubba. Okay? The more room you have, the more you can manoeuvre. The less room you have, the more you need to stay upright. Okay? That's the golden rule. Alright, reaching up, both arms, hands down through the centre again. And we're ready to get on our hands and knees and work towards the Sun Salutation. So bring your legs in, roll onto all fours. The blocks you can place to the side And then it's a good idea, if you have a hard floor like I do, to place a blanket under your knees about halfway down the mat. Okay, so we're just working on all fours for a moment, and then we're going to come up to standing and work with the Sun Salutation. So here we go. I'm bringing my wrists just a little bit forward of my knees. My hips are parallel unless I'm pregnant or I need to make a bit more space for my belly, in which case the knees are wider. The wrists, as I said, are slightly forward, and you're imagining your hands like starfish pressing through the fingertips and the knuckle pads. Now, suck the muscles to the bones of your arms, push through your hands so they're really nice and straight, the arms, and as you exhale, soften between your shoulder blades so you melt your heart and lift up through your ribs. I'll do that one more time, pushing through the floor. So you inhale, pushing through the floor, and then exhale, melt your heart. And this again just helps us get connected with the earth, which is really important for a balanced mindset. Inhale and exhale. Good. Alright, so now just moving both buttocks towards one heel so that you're lifting your bum up and stretching the piriformis, the under bum muscles that usually are very tight. And once you get a little bit of give in those muscles, then you can start to go in a U shape. So you push back and around, back and around, back and around. Okay? And as you do that, again, just waiting for the body to respond, to relax into the move. Then go into a sideways figure of 8. I always use these moves because they're so good for digestion, for reproductive health, for, you know, if you think about it, digestion's about digesting ideas, thoughts, emotions, and the reproductive area is our creativity, you know, it's our creativity, our joy for life. So these areas need to be balanced, whether we want babies or we have digestive issues, it doesn't really matter, they need balance. So working the sideways figure of 8 and then going the other way. And if you don't know what I mean, you can imagine your tailbone is a long paintbrush and it's touching the floor between your knees. And so as you move one hip back and roll it forward, you're getting what is essentially a horizontal figure of 8. Now we just gently look up so you can release your feet. If you're pregnant, it's really important not to dip your waist, okay? Any back issues, avoid that as well. So just stay lifted in the lower back. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, push the floor away. Tuck your chin under. Inhale, look up. And exhale, push the floor away. One more time. Exhale, pushing away. So this balance between push and release, push and release. And then inhale, look up, tuck your toes under, exhale back to down dog. And at this stage we walk the feet forward, bend the knees, breathe in, come all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands together. Okay. So I would highly recommend, if you're new to this practice, that you look at it. So if you're new to yoga, then as a beginner or as a pregnant lady, look at the practice first and play around and see what you can actually do. And I'll move all of my props to the side because we're going to start with a sun salutation, move into a moon salutation, and then a variation of a star salutation. And from there we'll go into our standing postures. Okay, so this is just to really warm you up. Take it easy, and please just be mindful that if something hurts, you really need to look at your foundation and see what's going on there. So I'm looking at my feet, I'm aligning the outer edge of my feet with the outer edge of my hips. It's a bit wider than usual, but it's useful. So you lift your toes to ground down through the 4 corners of your feet, big toe joint, little toe joint, inside and outside heel. Once you've done that, spread your toes. From there, you know, to get a balanced view, we need to have a balanced standing posture. So as you push down through the 4 corners of your feet, press into the outer edge of your feet, take a nice deep breath in and open to grace. Grace is the power of revelation. So as you breathe in, you now anchor down through the soles of your feet, through your heels. And then next in-breath, suck the muscles to the bones of your legs. So firm up your muscles and pull the feet towards each other so you feel your inner thighs engage. Keep all of that, and as you exhale, move your inner thighs back. Keep that, and now draw your tailbone down. Not so far that you push the hips forward, but just so far that you feel your weight anchoring into your heels and your lower belly engaging. From this place, just be careful that you're not jutting your ribs forward, and draw them in. And then breathe in, reach your arms up, stretch through the arms, bring the shoulder blades onto the back. And as you keep those thighs back and the tailbone rooted, it's safe to open your chest and lean back because you're not hurting yourself. So inhale here, and exhale, bring your hands down through the center. So we don't want any extreme moves in this practice. It's about balance. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. So we're inviting the sunlight down to the earth. We're going to breathe in, reach up, inhale. Bring the light of the sun down through your body. Bring the hands down, bend your knees, exhale all the way down to the earth. And as you push your hands into the floor, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthen forward, come onto your fingertips and straighten your legs as far as is comfortable. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Now bend the knees as you inhale, take the hands back, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, back knee to the floor. Now inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, lift the back knee, look forward. Exhale, take the left leg back, stay high on your heels and on your fingertips, bend your knees, take the tops of the thighs back, and then bring the heels to the floor as far as they'll come and flatten your hands. Okay, so shoulder blades are on the back. We breathe in here, lifting up through the armpits, making sure that our down dog is neither too short nor too long. You've got to find the balance between stability and freedom here. So you inhale and exhale 3 or 4 breaths. Any blood pressure issues, bring your knees to the floor and rest in child pose. Anyone who's pregnant or a beginner, then you have that option at this point. Otherwise, please bring yourself forward to plank and feel your plank. So how far do you need to take your feet back? Many of us just sink too low in plank. So imagine you're squeezing a brick with your thighs. Move the inner thighs back, root the heels and the tailbone down, soften your heart, inhale. And then exhale, bring the knees to the floor, okay? So everybody who needs to rest in child pose, otherwise we're bringing the weight of the whole body down to the floor. From here, release your toes, inhale, lengthen forward. So pregnant people in child pose, please, while we all do this, be careful to release the shoulders back, not to overly tense the buttocks. Inhale, look up, and exhale, release down. Now everybody getting ready to push through the knees, so from child pose as well, and push back to down dog. With down dog, we now raise the right leg high, inhale, and then exhale, bring that foot forward between your hands. And don't be shy about where your leg naturally goes. Bring the back knee down immediately. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, lift the back knee, look forward. Exhale, transition your weight forward and bring the left foot next to the right. So your shins press in again, feet are as wide as your outer hips, bend the knees as much as you need to, look forward. Press the heels and shins towards each other and then exhale, bow. And pouring your weight over the front of the feet as well as the heels. Inhale, come all the way up with a flat back. Looking up and back, thighs are back, exhale. So that's one side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bring the hands down through the centre. You can bend the knees whenever you need to, no straining the lower back. So if you've got back issues or you're pregnant, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward, straighten the legs as much as you can. Exhale, fold to the earth, micro bending the knees. Fingers further back, inhale, lifting the left foot up this time, exhale, taking it back, back knee down, inhale, sweep up, exhale, hands through the centre, inhale, lift the back knee, look forward, and this is where you get a chance to pull the feet towards each other, and exhale, take the right leg back. Excellent work. So shoulder blades are on the back, thighs are back. If you're pregnant or new to yoga, bring your knees to the floor now, rest in child pose. Otherwise, we inhale forward to plank, pulling the arms and the legs towards each other, inner thighs back, root the tailbone down. If you feel strong today, you don't need to bring your knees down, you can just pull yourself all the way to the earth. Exhaling all the way. Inhale, heart forward, looking up, and why not look over one shoulder and then the other shoulder, being careful of your neck, picking up once more, one more breath, and exhale, release. So you can push through your knees or you can push all the way up and back to down dog. Okay, so we're going to bring the left leg forward, okay? If it's too much for you to do this, you just bring your knees down first and then bring the leg forward. Perfectly safe for pregnancy and beginners. Otherwise, we lift the left leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring the foot between the hands, help it all the way. And you can take a moment there, pulling the feet towards each other, back knee down. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale. All the way back to the floor, pulling the feet towards each other, pressing the right heel away, looking forward. Or keeping the back knee on the floor if that's easier for you. Exhale, fold. Bring the right leg up high, and then bring the right foot next to the left. So shins in, thighs back, fold. And then inhale all the way up, and exhale. So hands to the heart, just imagining now that love is raining down upon you through the sun, connecting that sunlight to the earth, our body's prayer in motion as we offer ourselves as conduits of energy, as beams of light, as acupuncture needles supporting Earth's well-being. Again, pressing through the four corners of your feet, both sides, pressing through the outside edge of the foot, and then you can lift the toes as you inhale and bring them down as you exhale. Sucking the muscles to the bones so the legs are firm, pressing the heels in, thighs back. So here's a variation of a moon salutation. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. Bend your knees, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, pull yourself forward, fold. I'm going to start with the left leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. So the left leg's going to lift high. Inhale. Exhale, take the foot back and bring the heel in. So you want to have a heel to heel formation here for balance. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Now as you look at your body, don't let the knee be further forward than the ankle. Okay, so hips both facing square. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. And then inhale. And this time exhale, open up to the side. Okay, so you're seeing my back. I'm checking the alignment of my front heel and my back heel, checking the back foot is aligned with the back of the mat, and then turning the right hand. Inhale, stretch up and back. And exhale, stretch across, bringing the right elbow to the right thigh, shoulder blades on the back, thighs back, tailbone rooting down. Inhale. And exhale, creating that space through the middle finger to the left hip. And moving the thighs back so there's space from the right hip to the right armpit. Now windmill the arm back, forward, inhale, up. And you can go through a triangle pose here. So we stretch the right leg, and then exhale, stretch across. Use your core so you're not overly relying on this hand. Inhale, exhale, take the arm overhead, and then inhale, arm back, forward, and up again. Exhale, and then we're going to inhale, spin forward. So you bend the front knee, back heel comes off the floor, hands to the floor, and then you take the right leg back, so you're in down dog. Okay, so again, bend the knees. If this is too much, just bring your knees to the floor, rest in child pose. Take a deep breath in here as we connect that lovely moonlight pouring through our bodies, feeding the earth, soothing the earth. And then bring the knees to the floor because this is a cooling practice more than a heating one. For those pregnant coming to child pose, otherwise you're pulling your hands towards your hips, bringing your chin and chest to the floor, bum high, Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring the pelvis to the floor, and inhale, lengthen forward. So you're not going for as high as you can, you're creating space in the spine. Inhale, and exhale. From there, use your knees and your hands, push back to down dog, and take a breath or two here. If you like the idea of a little ankle stretch, you can lift your heels, press both heels to the right, and then lift both heels and exhale over to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, and then we're going to bring the left leg forward this time. So if it's too much, you bring your knees down first, then bring the foot forward and work it from there, okay? Otherwise, from down dog, inhale, lift the left leg high, bring the foot forward, bring the right heel in, check your heel to heel alignment, inhale, sweep up. So both hips facing forward, connecting to the moonlight here. Take a moment to move your thighs back, root the tailbone down, and you can inhale and exhale, open up to the right. So you do a little foot dance till you've got a heel to heel or heel to arch formation, checking the front knee doesn't go too far forward. Flip the left hand up, stretch up and back. Inhale, and then exhale, stretch across, elbow to the thigh, reaching the right arm up. At this point, thighs back, tailbone roots down. Inhale, and exhale, take the arm overhead. Keep those shoulder blades on the back as you sink a little deeper. Inhale, take the right arm back, forward and up. So you spin up and back, exhale. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, stretch across. So as you do, thighs move back. Just allow your core to use to support you with your balance. If you are pregnant, then push into the hand, into the thigh, and just lift yourself a little more. Inhale, exhale, stretch over. So depending on how strong your core is, you'll need to lean on this leg a little more. If you know your core's strong enough, then really just tap it for balance. Inhale back with the arm, exhale forward, and then inhale all the way up and back. Exhale. And from this lovely moon salutation, we spin forward, back heel off the floor. It's always a bit of a wobble there because we're very, very much in a line. Inhale, exhale, fold over the front leg, keeping the left knee bent. Right foot and left foot next to each other. Bend the knees, look forward, inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, keep the thighs back as you slowly come up. Awesome, so just take a moment, let your arms release and imagine yourself bathing in a light fall of moonlight. So the sunlight is energizing and warming, the moonlight is calming, it's like an intuitive, soothing hush, full of insight, full of information. So just bathing in the light, the different lights available. And then bringing your hands to your heart. I'm going to turn to the camera now. And again, the blanket's useful. As we work with a Star Salutation, this is a simple version because we've already done quite a lot of warming up. So bringing that starlight down. I've got 39 awesome stars here. I'll send you a link to the amazing woman who makes these brilliant t-shirts, but this was for my birthday this year. It's all good. So we're working with a Star Salutation. We're going to bring the arms out. Now this is my left hand, this is my right, shoulder blades are on the back. Any blood pressure issues, you don't keep them up, you just bring one up and then the other, okay? So inhale and exhale. And just take a moment to imagine starlight coming down through your body, anchoring into the earth. And then we'll just do one round. So imagine that that light is going from the crown of your head all the way down in a straight line to your right foot. And then next in-breath, bring a straight line across to your left hand. So we're creating a 5-pointed star. Exhale across to your right hand. And then inhale at your right hand. And exhale down to your left foot. Now breathe in all the way up to the crown of your head. And exhale, anchor that starlight down through your centre into the earth again. Good work. So now inhale, stretch up and stretch over. Exhale. Inhale, flip the hands. Reach up and then exhale over. Inhale back to the centre. Bring the hands together, exhale. Bend your knees, inhale. And then exhale, stretch out to the top corner. Inhale to the centre, 6-pointed star now. Inhale and then exhale out to the other corner. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale down. And inhale. And exhale the other side. And inhale. Now reach all the way up. Exhale down to the earth. Suck the muscles to the bones. Firm up your legs. Make sure the weight's in the front of the feet. Bend the knees. And then breathe the energy of the earth all the way up through your centre. And exhale back round. Beautiful. So we're going to come to the floor in the Star Salutation. So you inhale. Turn. So you bring the back heel off the floor. Bring the back knee to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg, and if you're pregnant and you need to bring the hands to the inside, you do so, no compressing the belly. And inhale forward, and exhale back. One more time, inhale, and exhale. So now coming forward, you really need to make sure you're not on the back kneecap for this, and it might not be accessible for you, but you can reach the right arm up, catch the foot on the inside, and then reach the left arm up. So any pelvic pain, or if you're not sure of this move, leave it out. Inhale. And exhale. This is just helping us to ground and release any stress in the body. Helps us to clarify our mind. Release the hands down. Inhale. And exhale, straighten the leg again. Excellent work. Okay, so we're going to inhale. And then we're going to spin. Now, if you're pregnant or this is your first few times of doing yoga, you're spinning to here. However, if you are a little bit more dexterous and you're coming down, lifting the left heel, stretching the right toes up. And we inhale here, and then we exhale across. And I'll go again, so inhale, and exhale across. If you're doing the other version, the higher version, you're just doing this with straight legs, arms in front, and bending the knees, sticking your bum out, firming the muscles, going across this way. Otherwise, we're here, and we're going across again. Excellent. So inhale, and then exhale, spin, back knee on the floor. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, forward. And exhale, straighten the front leg. If you need to bring the foot further forward, you can do that. Just listen to your body, adjust as needed. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then this next version is going forward, bringing your arms up, making space, bringing the right elbow to the right thigh, then swinging the left arm up. I'm leaning forward. This is one of those postures where the knee coming forward at the ankle is acceptable, but we want to really be stretching the front of the left thigh. The back thigh needs stretching. So you bring the foot towards the outside of your hip. Inhale, draw the lower ribs in. Exhale. Inhale, and exhale, release. Good. Look forward. And exhale, straighten the front leg. Excellent work. So inhale forward, lift the back knee, and turn again. So you're either low or you're staying high. Okay? If you're staying high, you're working it this way. Just working the legs, and you can do that working with your breath. If you're going for a bit of a deeper stretch, stay low. See what it feels like today. This is your first balance opportunity. And release. Go across. Again, find your stability and a little balance opportunity, if that's available to you. And release. Back to the centre. Now inhale, reach up, so twists. This is where twists come in. They're so beneficial. for balancing you out and bringing in a harmony. So releasing down, shoulder blades on the back, inhale, exhale, drop one shoulder down, and then inhale, center, and exhale the other shoulder down. One more time either side, going with your breath. And then back to the center, push through the heels, inhale, reach up, and exhale, hands to the heart, push through the heels, straighten the feet up. And then we have our Sun, Moon and Star Salutation practice complete. So what you can do here is just allow yourself to bathe in all this light, feeling the hands and the feet opening up, so all the light that's flowing through you, any surplus that you don't need is feeding the earth. So you are healing Mother Earth by being a conduit of energy. You are choosing to be a lighthouse in the stormy waters of change. As we are all detoxing from the mass collective of shadow, basically, all of the soup that is the collective unconscious is being brought to light. And everything that's out of balance, out of harmony with nature, with love, with the highest good of all, is being illuminated. Now we are each way showers. Those of us who are here choosing to connect to our hearts, to follow the path of service to others, know that we have to look after ourselves in order to give from a full cup. And so drink up as much as you need and let the overflow be where you give from. Gently open your eyes. Excellent. Bring the arms up and through the centre. Okay, so we don't need the blanket at the moment. We'll place that to the side. Let's play with a little bit of balancing. I'll give you easier to more advanced options. So we're going to work with Eagle pose, Garandasana. This is a beautiful one for gathering inner strength to then fly and expand. So with this one, again, caution with SPD, so any pelvic pain or PGP. Let's start with the left leg because we always start with the right. So we're bending both the knees, lifting the left foot and bringing the left foot across. So left foot and left knee. You want to imagine that you're crossing your legs at your knees. And as you sit back, you're pushing your hips back and going for balanced hips. Now that's stage one, okay? If you want to take it further than this, then you can wrap the foot behind. That's another option, but you need to be feeling confident to do that. No pelvic pain, leave it out. Okay, as the left leg is in front and on top, the left arm goes underneath. So with this one, you bring the left arm in front, right arm on top, bend the elbows, catch. And you do your best with this, so you might just be able to hold your hands like so. That's fine. If the elbows don't cross, that's okay. Now bring your thumb knuckle to the space between your two eyes and sink deeper. Okay, so all you do with this is you breathe in. As you breathe out, push the elbows forward, sink a little deeper. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push a little deeper. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Push those elbows forward. Gather your strength for flight. And then when you're ready, deep breath in. And fly. Excellent. Have a little wiggle. It's a really dynamic, nice, strong posture. I'll show you from the side. So if you're doing the first version, you just be staying low. And then you get lower, 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 and you push up from there. The second version, you're crossing over deeper, so you can see from the side. So this time, we're going to bring the right leg over the left, so lift the right heel, bend the left knee, take the right leg across, sink deep, so you squeeze the legs together, right toes are on the floor, push your bum back and root the tailbone down. That's all feeling good, then you reach your arms out, bring the right arm in front first, left arm on top, bend the elbows. Do your best. As you bend the elbows, you bring the hands in and clasp. Bring the thumbs to the forehead. Breathe in. Push the hands together as you exhale. Push the legs together as you exhale. Sink a little deeper. Then inhale. And exhale, push through a little deeper. So this is for a bird's eye view. It's for bird's eye strength and view. Inhale. Exhale, push through a little deeper. And then gather all your resources, squeeze your legs, hug to your spiritual backbone, your midline. Inhale, and then exhale, fly. Excellent. So just see how you feel. Have another little wiggle. We're going to try now to work with the Lord of the Dance, another balancing posture. Now, You don't need to have a yoga belt, you can just use anything really that will work, like a shawl. And obviously you might not need this either. Good to have something to support you. So I'll show you the simplest version. So if you're again new to this or you're pregnant, you want to wrap whatever you've got to support you around your ankle. Hold on to the side. The alignment of the hips is important, okay? So first of all, take a deep breath in. Exhale, open to grace. Good. So bending the left knee, got your right leg ready to work, thighs back, root the tailbone down. And then inhale, lift the foot up. And you might not need the shawl. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Just line up your knees. As you do, you bend the knees again, thighs back. And then root the tailbone down as you straighten the left leg. Inhale. And you can see if you need your hand there or not. Otherwise, you can work with slowly coming forward as you push the foot into the strap, or the shawl. So you're keeping your hips forward. You don't need to go that far. You can go here, you can take it to there. If of course you know you can work with this posture, then the same alignment at the start, thighs back, root the tailbone, push the foot into the hand, keep your hips square, inhale. And exhale. So you've got to be really grounded to exalt this pose. You've got to root down through the standing leg, lift your chest, root the tailbone, inhale, and then exhale, release. Have a little wiggle, free it up, move on to the other side. So I won't use the shawl on the second side, but I will use the side so you know you can hold on if you want to. So standing on both feet and then shifting your weight to your right foot, inhale and exhale. So make your right leg really solid, soften your gaze, look ahead, just beyond your nose at something that isn't moving, and then lifting up the left foot. So you can see if you can catch the foot. If you can, shoulder blade on the back, hold the inside of the foot, line up your ankles, your knees, sorry. Use a shawl if you need to, or a strap. Otherwise, inhale. Bend both knees, move the thighs back, and then straighten the standing leg as you root the tailbone down. Make the left foot work. Hold on, inhale, and then exhale, slowly come forward. So if you know you've got the balance, you can bring the arm up, inhale, and exhale, go a little deeper. And you're aiming to square your hips as best you can, drawing the lower ribs in, extending, 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 stretching. Inhaling, making space, and then exhale. Nice little wiggle. So that's 2 balancing poses to bring balance, okay? Now you might not be feeling particularly balanced, and that's okay. That's why you can use whatever support's available to you. You can use a shawl, you can use something to hold on to. Same with tree pose, so we'll finish with tree. Version 1 is just to cross the ankle over. Absolutely fine. If you're not feeling balanced, do that. It's going to give you a sense of achievement. Next stage is to press into the inner shin, and then the third stage is to press into the inner thigh. Okay, so whichever one of those works for you. Little balancing trick. Inhale, both feet press down. Okay, as you shift your weight, so I'm weighing into my left foot now. I'm imagining that my left leg is knee deep in the earth and my foot is long like a ski. And as I'm looking at the camera, I'm softening my gaze. I'm choosing to focus at one point. So I inhale, exhale, shift my weight. If I'm having a wobbly day, I just cross the ankle over. If I'm pregnant or new, just do that. Okay, you can come to here if you feel like you want to. Otherwise, if you're feeling like you've got it in you today, you bring the foot up, reach the arms wide, turn your palms up. And then when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, stretch through the fingers. Shoulder blades are on the back. As you push through the fingers, keeping the eyes really soft. Breathe in all the way up your body, out through the crown of your head, out through your fingers. And then inhale. Bring the light of the sun down through your body and out through your foot into the earth. If you're feeling dexterous, you could try Matangi Mudra. So focusing on harmony and balance within. And aiming for 3 to 5 breaths. Woo! Remember, trees do sway in the wind, and it's okay if you fall as well. So just be sweet with yourself, loving, compassionate of all that comes up. Can we be nice to us when the chips are down? That's the challenge. So you take deep breaths and keep bringing the shoulder blades onto the back as you expand, expand, expand. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down through the centre. Release. Another little wiggle. Always easier to do balancing postures in the daytime as well. So shifting the weight onto the other side, deep breath in. Exhale, sink down, open to grace. And shift your weight to the other leg, firm the muscles to the bones of the legs. Inhale. And then shift the foot over. If you were feeling like you wanted to do more, you could just hold on and then you can work a little bit higher if you want to. So again, I'll show you this from the side. Show you the alignment. So as you bring the foot where you would like it to be, you can bring your hands to your heart. In this place, sucking the muscles to the bones of the legs, moving the thighs back and then rooting the tailbone down. You can go up through the centre or you can go wide. Whichever way works for you, shoulder blades on the back. If you want to work with Matangi Mudra, do. Just cross all the fingers over other than the middle fingers. If you want a little back bend, you can keep the thighs moving back and stretch and open your heart. So you root down to extend up. You push down through your body, through your feet, through your torso, and then next inhale, rise up. Exhale, root down, melt your heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, root down. Inhale, rise up. Find where your body most needs space and use your core. Pull up your pelvic floor, pull your lower belly in on your out breath unless you're pregnant, and then don't please. Inhale. And then exhale. Ooh, got a lovely, lovely connection to my energy, my central column there. So the balancing postures will help you reconnect with your spiritual backbone, or what I call your inner lightsaber, which literally connects you to the luminaries and to the earth. And so this is you, a being of light. I'm going to come back to the earth now, to the ground, and we'll finish this practice off with a little twist and a forward bend. Just check in with how you're feeling now. Before we do that, you can bring your hands to your heart, take your feet hip distance apart, thighs move back, tailbone roots down. I'm just checking in with your inner balance, your inner harmony. Noticing where your focal point is. Are you focusing on your heart? Are you focusing in your third eye? Are you focusing in your lower belly? Notice where your intuition took you as you closed your eyes. That's the place to focus on. And again, a nice soft ujjayi. Expanding the breath, breathing in and out through the nose, even if your mouth is open. Beautiful. So nice soft gaze focus coming back. Releasing the hands. And again reaching to the floor. So breathing in. Exhale, stretching forward. Walking your hands forward. Enjoying a down dog. So you can bend your knees, take your thighs back. Bring the heels towards the floor. Just notice that I'm keeping my upper body lifted and not pressing downwards to the floor. And you can keep your knees bent as much as you need to. Your bum should be the highest point here. So press the heels down, then bring the knees to the floor, stretch back into child pose. And again, just paying attention to calming the mind. Anytime the forehead touches a hard surface, it's very helpful for calming an overactive mind. Soothes the neurovascular points. So you can take several breaths there, moving up and down your spine, visualizing the breath moving up and down the spine. And a nice twist from all fours, so if you make the blanket for your knees again, and you may need the blocks for this, so please observe. I'll do it away from the camera first so you can see. So Wrists are forward of your shoulders, just slightly. Hips and knees are lined up. So lifting up through the waist, and then we'll make a big stretch through the right arm. Exhale through, and do this 2 or 3 times so your body knows what you're doing. Exhaling, inhaling, and this 3rd time you bring the shoulder tip to the floor. Now you may need blocks for your head, okay, that's absolutely fine. As I'm taking my arm to the left, I want to move my hips to the right. If though you don't need 1 or 2 blocks, you just bring your ear to the floor and you enjoy this refreshing twist. This twist is amazing for wringing out the central nervous system. So 3 or 4 breaths here. Really breathing into the back of your lungs. And then you can come on up and switch sides. So the same thing, set yourself up. Bring the left arm up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And that 3rd time resting on the tip of the shoulder, ear onto the floor, cheek onto the floor. Take a breath. Deep belly breathing, and then move the hips to the left. So you should be getting a nice stretch through the whole of your back. If this is painful, back off. Listen within. After 3 or 4 breaths, slowly bring yourself back up. And then it can be helpful just to move back and forward in a few cat rolls. So if you're pregnant, knees wide, same for beginners. Otherwise you can keep the knees hip distance. Just notice my elbows don't flay out to the side. They stay back as I come forward. And it's fun to have a little wiggle back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and stretch back. Okay, so hopefully you're finding that resting a little more in these more restful positions is actually rather pleasant. I'm going to slowly bring you up and work with this twist, stroke, forward bend, stroke, opener. Now again, modifications, I'll talk you through the easier version first, which is beneficial to do if you are pregnant or a beginner. And, you know, if you're not feeling up to straight, like straining's not part of yoga. We don't want to be straining. If you're starting to push yourself to the point of shaking, that's not good for your nervous system. So you want to bring it back down again. Again, the blocks, you may or may not need them. I'll use one just to demonstrate with it. But when you're sitting on a block, just remember that you want to be sitting to the front of the block, okay? So I'll demonstrate from the side so you can see. And I'm going to use a shawl because then everybody can do this, okay? So whoever you are, you'll be able to do it. So the key with this is I'm starting with the left leg. I've got my right foot bent in, left foot in front. The knee is to the outside of my arm, okay? So I'm going to inhale. And then exhale, push the foot up. Now if you can actually take hold of the foot with your legs straight, that's fine. If you can get your shoulder blade on the back, go for it, okay? If you can't, you hold the shawl or the yoga belt. So you inhale here, my other hand's on my thigh. Thighs are back, root the tailbone down, breathe in. And breathe out. Once you feel stable here, gaze soft, open this out to the side. This is too much for you, then back off, just go in a bit, okay? So open it out to the side, you can take the other arm out for balance, and you're aiming for 5 breaths here. So you inhale and exhale. Now push the ball of the foot away, okay? Even if you're using a shawl, push the ball of the foot away. Without the shawl, you'll see what I'm doing there. and pushing the ball of the foot away. It's kind of pointing, flointing. You point the foot and the toes and then you peel them back so that the ball of the foot's forward. Inhale. And now we're going to go across the body. So you bring the leg across. Now if you're pregnant, you'll just bring the foot down to the floor, okay? And you'll work it from here with the shawl. Same with the beginners, okay? That's absolutely fine. And then what you do is you use the arm and you push forward with the opposite arm, okay? If you're not a beginner and you want to do this, you're going to cross the arm over and take the leg across, okay? So you inhale. You're going for a little twist here that's deeper, and as you do this you push the left hip down. The left foot's straight ahead, pushing the left hip down, stretching through both sides. So you inhale and then exhale through your belly button, twist, pull the belly button back, both shoulder blades on the back, and you're looking to the backhand without straining. Again, if you need the shawl, you're just doing the same thing, okay, whatever you need. And then bring it back to the centre, take hold of the foot with the shawl or with your hands, nice and tall. Everybody who's on the floor, just take a rest. If your leg's down and you've been doing this, then just take a rest. Just take a moment, breathe into your bump, breathe into your belly, breathe into your chest. So we're just feeling the stretch. Inhale and exhale, opening your heart, and careful that the head isn't like hanging back, just extend. And then release. And this is where we can all take the tops of the thighs back and we work with our arms. We inhale, stretch forward, bring the fingertips to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Now obviously if there's any issue with a bump in the way, you just take the leg a little bit further out to the side. And if you want to complete this with a slight forward bend twist, not for pregnancy, okay, take the right hand to the outside of the left and go for a little twist here. So you're keeping the tension in the forward bend, but you're increasing a little bit more of a stretch across the ribs. Back is straight. Lean into your right hip as you do this. And then back to the centre, bow, inhale up. So from the other side, bend the left knee in, so the right foot. If you're going to do this without the strap, you just take hold of the foot, okay? That's all you need to do. Sit nice and tall. If you need to bend the knee, do, but if you need to bend the knee, consider using the shawl, okay? So this will just help you to get maximum stretch. You're keeping the shoulder blades on the back, so you breathe in and out. Both buttocks pressing firmly down. Inhale. And exhale. You just notice where you are leaning. Okay, pregnancy, you could just bring the knee out to the side and get a bit of a deeper stretch there around the bump. You have to experiment, and then inhale, and we're going to take this foot out to the side, using the other hand to balance. The shoulder blades are on the back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And actually, if you need to, let me come this way just in case you can't see so well. There you go. And then you're going to bring the leg across. So remember, if you're pregnant, you come down to the floor now, and you use the opposite arm to have a little twist, forward bend, stretch. Otherwise, we take the opposite hand across, bring the leg across the body, and twist. I find I get a lot deeper if I don't actually have the shawl. So I can go fully into this, pressing down through the left buttock, so I can rise up through my spine. Inhale, and exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale, and exhale. Again, keep the head and the neck loose, and exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale to the centre, taking both hands with the leg, feel the centre point, and then release down. And as you do, again, moving the tops of the thighs back, sitting forward and rooting the tailbone, reaching up, exhale forward. So if you're pregnant, you take the right leg out to the side more, bring both hands to the inside, enjoy the forward bend there. If you're not, you've got one hand either side, shoulder blades are on the back and you're just pouring your weight forward. So this is a straight back stretch. You only go as far as your back will let you. If you want to complete this with another mini twist, taking the hand across and just being mindful to keep both buttocks pressing down. You can go a little deeper if you wish by bending the elbow, but just be very mindful of your hamstrings. Suck the muscles to the bones and pull the heel towards your groin so you're nice and strong. And go deeper if you wish. Inhale up. Beautiful. So, we finish this practice with a little circuit, Baddha Konasana. Now, if you have got a baby growing inside of you, then you want to be very aware of the fact that this pelvis is really easy to destabilize. So I wouldn't sit in butterfly unless you've got lots of support under you. I'm using what I've got here so you can just do the same. So long as it feels balanced, you're in the right place, but you really don't want to be feeling a groin stretch. So that goes for everybody. For me, it's very comfortable to not have those props, so I'm sitting forward on my block or a blanket, and I'm going to give you another mudra to finish with. So I highly recommend you lie down and have a relaxation after this, but you can also use Garunda Mudra, which is the Eagle Mudra, which if you have your left hand up and then your right hand in front and hook the thumbs, that really helps. So then you can just come down and you're aiming to take 10 deep full breaths. We're just going to do 5 of each, but you want to be doing 10 in each of these 3 chakras. So root, sacral, solar plexus, and then you bring the hands up. So we'll start with the breathing and I'll talk you through this. And this is about gaining a wider perspective, a bird's eye view. And when the light and the dark are in equal balance, then we're able to see where we've come from and where we're going to, and how we can actually embrace our shadow so that we can shine more of our light. And really all the shadow needs is love. That's what it comes down to. And the shadow is all the aspects of yourself that you don't like to show the world, and you don't like to own, therefore you project onto others. So it's every bit of us that we're not too in love with. Okay, so fingers pointing down. Remember I showed you how I did this? Left hand towards the chest and then the right, hook the thumbs and down. Okay, so settling into your pelvis, closing your eyes. By all means, lie down at this stage if you want, and definitely you can prop yourself up against a wall. Relax your tummy muscles, deep breath in. So just allowing yourself, as you connect with your root chakra, your lower belly, to connect with your earthly self, your material self. All issues around safety of home, finances, relationships, your own physical structure, your health. Just energizing your connection to the earth so you really feel safe. And you can say to yourself, I am safe, I am well. I am safe, I am well. Beautiful. So move it up just a little, so just over your pubic bone, around your waist, breathing into your lower belly, middle belly. And you know, when we come from a place of plenty, we are able to see things in a more balanced way. So as you connect to your sacral chakra, you can say to yourself as you breathe out, I have everything I need and more, galore, galore. Breathing deeply. I have everything I need and more, galore, galore. And again. And then take the hands up just a little bit higher to just under your rib cage. And again, breathing into your solar plexus now, your self-belief. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own acceptance. I am worthy of my own approval. I am worthy of my own love. I am worthy of my own acceptance. I am worthy of my own approval. As you feel everything settle within you, you can slowly drop your chin, gently open your eyes, and then bring the fingers up. And as you pull the thumbs away from each other, just seeing this eagle take flight like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, and this is your heart center. I am pure love. I am pure light. I am pure wisdom. I am pure power. I am pure joy. I am pure peace. I am pure grace. I am pure ease. I am that I am. So it's from this place, this expanded place, that you can see in a much more balanced way the issues in your life, the challenges you face, by celebrating everything that you've achieved, everything that you've managed to bring forward from idea into manifestation. And you also get a chance to look at the things that haven't quite manifested the way you want from a balanced and loving viewpoint, where your emotions and your thought processes are not against you. They're supporting you to grow, to learn, to expand in consciousness and wisdom, and to embrace the divine self that is you, your divine spark, your essential nature, your sacred self. So I'm going to just get you into Shavasana now. But after I've talked you into it, I'm going to turn the video off. So it's a good time to set yourself a 20-minute or a 15-minute or 10-minute relaxation and get yourself any music that you may like. I dedicate this practice to harmony within and without. May all beings on this planet be happy and at peace. May all beings in this universe be happy and at peace. May we know what it's like to grow and learn through love instead of suffering and fear-based choices. Namaste, my dear friends. So much love. Let me show you that relaxation. So bringing the legs together, rubbing your legs, take them out. Again, aware that the camera might be cutting my legs off, so give them a bit of love. And then you want to make sure that you've got whatever you need to get comfortable. Remember, your body will lose heat. You might want to block under your head. I prefer a pillow. And the blanket is now something you can place over you. I'm not going to do that so you can see what I'm doing. So you see how I'm moving to my side and then sliding my arm down, coming onto my back, making sure that my hair is not causing me to misalign my neck. The pillow is just under my head and not my shoulders. And then I'm releasing my legs out. Now obviously if you're over 25 weeks of pregnant or so, you're going to want to be on your side. Otherwise you can place a bolster under your knees, and you can lift your hips slightly by placing a block or a few pillows under there. And that usually works for most women If you were not doing yourself any favours or your baby any favours, then you would start to feel sick. So it's a really good sign to move onto your side. You're just not comfortable, move onto your side. Otherwise, we're rolling the shoulder blades onto the back, allowing there to be a little gap between the floor and the lower back. And then looking at the ceiling, softening your eyes. You can also use a mudra that will help you to ground. So bring your ring finger to your thumb and just allow yourself to rest. Every out breath, close your eyes gently. Every in breath, and gently open them up just a little until they close again and they don't want to open. And when they don't want to open anymore, keep them closed. Just allow yourself to soften all the muscles around your eyes. Allow yourself to relax your top and bottom jaw. And every time you breathe out, just sending the message of relaxation down the back of your neck, your spine, into your buttocks and thighs, pelvic floor. Breathing deeply into your heart. And as you breathe out, sending your breath down your arms, the palms of your hands, softening your hands. Breathing deeply into your heart as you breathe in. And sending your breath all the way down through your body, through your legs, through your feet, softening your feet, the soles of your feet. Using a soft Ujjayi breath if that's something you're aware of, how to do. Otherwise, breathing in and out through your nose, relaxing your throat. You'll feel a sound in your throat. That is the Ujjayi. And just allowing your body to breathe you. So you focus on breathing long out breaths and you will naturally take deep in breaths. Don't worry about where the mind goes. Wherever it goes, it goes. Keep bringing it back to the breath. What it feels like to breathe in, what it feels like to breathe out. And repeating whichever affirmations I have shared with you so far that you've enjoyed. Allowing yourself now to receive the blessings of a benevolent universe. Allowing yourself to observe your life from a bird's eye view. Inviting inspiration. Inviting guidance from your higher self. Just allowing all to be. And looking for the good. Looking for the opportunities of growth. And allowing your whole mind to rest so that the answers can come from your superconscious, your higher self. So any situations in your life that you don't know what to do with, hand them over, hand them to the sun. Just imagine them being taken away. Hand them to your higher self to take care of. If you just wanted a mini relaxation practice, at this point you could bring your hands to your solar plexus again and using Matangi Mudra one more time. So every finger crossing over except the middle fingers, breathing inner harmony from your solar plexus into the world. And inviting only the purest, most loving, helpful energies into your life. Energizing your physical body, your energy bodies, and the whole sphere of love that surrounds you. And many layers to our being, bringing light to every aspect of of course, for those of you who want to stay in Shavasana longer, you just do, and you come out when you're ready. For the rest of us, sending a blessing out into the world. May the harmony within, the peace within be reflected in the world around us. And may we choose to see through eyes of love and to love what we see. And so it is. If you're coming out, bring your knees up and roll to the side. Take a few breaths there before you come up to sitting. I hope you enjoy this practice. One more time, Matangi Mudra. Namaste.